Hello everyone, this is Derek Darlington. Now, today in this video, you will learn some three video editors about how to add a text to the video for Windows on your Mac. So the first three video editor I will introduce about how to add a text to video is called Lightworks free video editor. So this is the Lightworks interface, which is very user-friendly to add into the videos on your Windows or on your Mac. So after download and running this software, you could just import a video file by tapping the libraries and then go to the look files. Here you will just tap the places and select a video file from your computer. For example, here I just find a video file from my desktop called the test video and select it. You could just tap import to drag the file to the software and then drag it to the timeline. So this is the Lightworks timeline. You could tap this to zoom in so that you could add a text to video much more conveniently, or just zoom out into sector. It's up to you. So, and this is the video track. This is the water track. You could also just right-click the mouse and add some track and a video or water track if you cannot drag the video file to the timeline. So to add the text to the video in Lightworks, could just go to the VFX. Then you could just need to tap this icon, add a new effect. Here you can just choose the text. As you can see, there's so many different text styles. You could just select any favorite one. For example, I just select this one and just drag it to the video. So here you could just type the text. For example, the just a beautiful scenery in the sector, and this is the handy. Also, you could just add the subtitle and subtitles here. It's amazing. So you could say it's very easy to add a text to video in Lightworks. Please note you could also just change the fonts. For example, you could just select any kind of the fonts for the video, as well as add bold letter or change the size in the sector. It's up to you. You can also just change the opacity of the text, or change the text colors into sector. To change the color, you could just choose it and change the color here. You can also change the text position or add the shadow, as well as add some effects like the fade effect into sector. So this after that, you could also just use some other text styles. For example, this one looks very cool, like this one. You could just test you could just add the text here and change the center for the text. So this is very easy to add a text to the video in Lightworks. Also, please note Lightworks is one of the best free video editing software for Windows and Mac, which you could just use it to edit videos for free completely without seeing any watermark. And but the disadvantage is that for the Lightworks, and you can say well, you could export the video, but for the free version, it only supports MP4 video output video format, and you could just select a resolution up to 720 pixels. So this is the disadvantage, but it should be fine, and most of the time this resolution is enough, particularly considering that this is the free video editor. If you want to go to the some higher resolution like the 1080 pixels, you could just go select the Pro version. So this is the first video editor I introduced about how to add a text to video. The second one is the shotcut, which is also one of the most popular free video editing software. To add a text to video in shotcut, you could first import a video, for example, just open the file, and after that you could once again import this same video to the timeline. So now after that you could just drag the file to the timeline. Just here you need to select the timeline, and then just drag it. So drag in the video file to the timeline. If you cannot drag the video file to the timeline, you could just right click and add some audio or video tracks. So for example, you could just add the video or audio track. And this is the preview window. You could just play the video to say how it looks like. To enter the text to video in shortcut, you could just select the video file and then tap the filters. Here, after that, add a filter by tapping this icon. Now you could find different effects for video and audio. Here, to add the text to the in shortcut, just tap the text, and you will find two types of the text called rich and simple. For example, here I just select the first one. Just double click it, and this is the text box. You could also tap this button so that the bar above disappears. So, and to tap it again to show this bar. Here you could just, for example, you could type you could also drag this box anywhere in the video. Here you could just tap any kind of the text. For example, the beautiful scenery. So here, and I said earlier, you could just change the size of the text, as well as, for example, let's just make it much bigger, as well as you can just change the text color, or choose a type of the text first. You could also change something like here. For example, select a preset so that the text could show much more creativity. Besides, you could change the position of the text, as well as add a background color to the text. So after adding the text in shortcut, you could just drag it anywhere, for example here, and then you could say how it looks like. You could just tap some other video, some other parts of section of the timeline so that the test box could disappear and choose it. If you cannot check this test box, and I just did, you could just tap the end of this box and drag it so that this icon could appear, and here you could drag it anywhere in the middle. After that, you could just adjust the test box once again. So it's also very simple to add a test to video in shotcut. Please note the shotcut free video editor is also very easy to use, but sometimes it just responds a little bit slower. Anyway, you could export the video with the shotcut for free without any watermark. So this is most importantly in shotcut. You could export the video to the 4K video, and also, as you can see, there's so many different output video video formats. To export the video to 4K, you could just tap advanced and then change the resolution here. So this is how you could add a test to video in shotcut. The last video editing software I will introduce is called Wondershare filmora. Wondershare filmora is really very amazing, but with the Wondershare filmora, if you use its free version, there is a watermark where you export the video, but if you select its pro version, it's really very cool, because as you can see, there are so many different effects like the titles, water, transitions, and effects. Compared to some other free video editors, the Wondershare filmora has a very user-friendly interface, so it's really very suitable for the video beginners. To add a test into video with the Wondershare filmora, you could first just import a video by tap here tap here and just import this video to the timeline, drag it to the timeline of the Wondershare filmora. You could also select the resolution here. For example, just select this one. You could also just move this bar to extend or reduce the video. So to end the test in Wondershare, it's very easy. As you can see, you could just select the video. After that, select the titles. Here, as you can see, there's so many different titles. You could just choose anyone that you like. For example, select some. You can also choose some openers or some titles and some some subtitles in the sector. For example, I just select this one and drag it. Here you could just add another video track and drag this title to the timeline. So here you could just change the test contrast, for example, beautiful scenery, and also change the subtitles here. Just it's amazing, like this one. Because here, please note for the video Wondershare filmora, you could also change the test formats, size, as well as the border lanterns intersection. But The reason I love to use Wondershare filmora to add a text to video is that, as I said earlier, there's so many creative and outstanding effects for titles. You could choose any type of the titles you like. So these are three video editors I just introduced about how to add a text to video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and let me know.